Inheritance. To receive or be left with something from a predecessor or former owner. This term is usually associated with family and the passing down of money or artifacts from generation to generation. But that's not the case for the Ante family. This worldwide bloodline has been inheriting something completely different for years. A common trait in some people, but amplified. A driving force that keeps almost everyone in this family successful and relentless in the world of power. Everyone in the Ante family inherits burning blood. A fiery passion deep within them that causes them to go all out in everything they do, easily shooting to the top. Well, most of them. This story is going to focus on someone who had to learn the hard way about his inheritance. Leo Ante was going to be taught that in the Ante family, the fire in their souls ignites eventually, whether he liked it or not.
Rap like I'm on a dean's list on a roll. When I spin schemes like a seamstress. On a roll. Seedless. On a roll. Y'all clean fits like you speechless. My speech sick like I got a cold. Double rainbow flow, got a pot of gold. Yo, I'm a level 99, y'all do not evolve. Pokemon flows, I done found them, I caught them all. Y'all can't spit like your mouth's full of cotton balls. The rap game, you are not involved. Every sort of thing I'm good at is a problem you gotta solve. Enthusiasm, you should curb it. Talk less, I'll be breathing fire like a serpent. Loch Ness. Evangelic like a churches, God bless. You don't even gotta hear the sermon, just nod yes. Overplot yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme. When I kick a verse up on SoundCloud, Bandcamp. When I kick a verse, it's like Taekwondo with the mic on low. You a micron, I'm an icon, whether iPod or a Nikon.
Leo has forever lived under the shadow of his cousin, Alex. With their part of the family focused on martial arts and combat, she was easily this generation's strongest. She showed this by easily defeating everyone out of her cousins and siblings at the Ante family combat tournaments. These tournaments were held by their successful martial artist grandfather. The Ante family tournaments were a tradition that Alex had mastered for the past 4 years. But with that strength came a frozen will, accompanied by an ego as tall as the eye could see. She wanted everyone in her shadow, including Leo. And it was that way. For now. This area was one of the many training grounds that the family owned. Leo would come here after school each day to practice, not because he was competitive. In fact, he was quite the opposite. He came because he enjoyed it, and the peace it gave him. Alex had never seen him here before, and he made sure of that, only because he knew how she was. However, today was the day she would catch him off guard.
You guys train here? The heck? So, you guys know the place better than me. Lead the way. Lead the way. You're positive we're supposed to be here. Like, I'm not comfortable with it.
My family owns this place, okay? Shut up. Stop being a
I'm confused.
Shut up.
Whoa, there's someone already here.
What is that? Babe, who the hell is... Hold up.
I don't...
What is he doing? That's my cousin.
Do you guys know who that is?
That's my cousin. I just don't understand why he's here. Like, why is he here? He doesn't even know how to do martial arts. He doesn't know how to do them, so why is he here? Why is he here?
Alex!
Why? Shut up! I'm talking to him! Leo!
What the hell?
Hey, what's going on? Alex, what's up?
Don't lie to me, Leo.
The hell?
I just saw you practicing. And that's not what I've seen in the family tournaments.
Okay, what's that got to do with you?
Your skill is not what you've been showing me these past few years.
Really? Is that what this is about?
What martial art have you been training in?
Alex, you've always been better than me. I've never been able to beat your fighting style.
Okay. You're right. And I'm gonna see right now. Jackson.
What do you want me to do?
Jackson.
Oh, you want me to...
Hey man, she wants me to fight you, so... let's make this quick.
Leo didn't understand it. Why had Alex responded the way that she did? Why did she care? He couldn't wrap his head around it.
You sure about this?
Just let Jackson handle this. I need to see what he's capable of.
So he went to talk to the one person he knew could provide some answers.
How was school?
Oh, hey, Granddad. You're still here?
Your mom's still in New York. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Pretty tired. About to go to bed, but I need to call my mom first.
Syretha Ante, Leo's mom, had been in Alex's shoes as a child. Until one year, she suffered an injury, putting her out of the combat scene for a good while. But by the time she got back in, her fire had watered down, her passion was diminished, and her mindset completely changed. Because of this, she never cultivated Leo into the passionate individual everyone else around him was. Now her influence was clashing with the families through her child. Sarah picked up the phone and spoke to him like normal, yet she knew something was up. Leo didn't usually call her just out of the blue like this.
Alright. Yesterday it was interesting, but there were some family issues.
She instantly knew Alex was the source of the problem.
I didn't have much of a choice. I had to fight him. But he was way too aggressive.
She began to explain. Well, they're not only her friends. She formed a combat team after last year's family tournament.
Why does she need a whole team?
Fighting lies at the core of this entire family, she continued. But she lives and breathes combat. She formed the team to go into major tournaments nationwide and more. That's what she wants to do after high school, and her senior year is almost over.
I see. I just don't understand why our family is so embedded in martial arts.
Sarah laughed. It's like I'm talking to myself, she said. You only say that because I didn't raise you with everyone else's mindset. Your uncle raised Alex like that.
And that's fine. But everyone gets so caught up in it.
Sarah got serious. You also have to take into account, she said, when your uncle passed, she was only 11. After that, she kept pushing herself harder and harder. Fighting was the main connection her and her father shared.
I don't know. I can understand that, but I don't see what her problem is.
I think there's more to it than you're taking on.
Maybe.
In the end, you'll have to figure it out. This is between you and her, Sarah said.
Of course, of course.
With that, Leo took it and moved on. But Alex wasn't done with him yet. Something he'd have to learn from someone he didn't even expect.
If you're looking for Jackson, it doesn't seem like he'll be challenging you anytime soon.
How did you...
I may have seen that whole situation go down yesterday. I couldn't follow you guys to that area you fought at, though.
Mike, you've got to keep quiet about that stuff.
Of course, I have no reason to say anything. I'm just gonna warn you.
Warn me?
About her boyfriend, Kendrick. He's the second strongest fighter in this school.
How'd you know this?
Your cousin doesn't surround herself with weak people. Back in our freshman year, he was the first person to enter her frozen circle of isolation. He should be strong, right?
Well, she is like that. But what does that mean for me now?
Come on, man, think. She's probably gonna make you fight him next.
Next? I thought she saw what she wanted when I beat that other guy.
You really think that she's just leave it at that? I don't know what she has against you, but she doesn't seem like the person who just leaves something without a resolution.
She kept saying something about disrespecting her. It's tied to how I've been holding back my fighting skills in our annual fighting tournament.
There it is right there. You can't mock somebody like that and expect them to sit down and take it, knowing full well that you're better than that.
I just don't get why she won't let it go.
Okay, you really aren't seeing it. You're basically handing her defeat by not fighting your all in this tournament. Fighting means the world to her, and so does this tournament. She doesn't want to win. She wants to earn victory with her own power, and she can't do that with you holding back.
Wow. Never thought of the family tournaments that way. They basically spit in her face and mock the entire tournament.
Yes, exactly. You've got to face them. Stop holding back and give her the fair fight she thought she had.
So that's what my mom meant. I never meant to be that rude. You're right. I'll talk to them after school and correct my mistakes. Thanks, man.
No problem. That'd be $40.
What?
Hey, emotional support don't come cheap.
You're real funny.
Now, Leo had reached his conclusion. Yet a day passed with no contact with Alex. Alex was stubborn but not impatient. She had been trying to contact Sarah for the longest while avoiding Leo to get her feelings in check. But without realizing it, she was only letting those emotions simmer, and soon they'd explode.
They said a lot more.
I'm gonna talk to my aunt sometime today, so don't do anything unless I tell you to.
Look, I can just handle this right
I
now.
got this.
No, look, I'm gonna handle this today, alright?
I said I got this.
Okay. You sweetheart.
The process of change over time, right? That's just us changing over time, or an organism changing over time. Okay, what is the order of classification? Those are the 7 levels that we know, because we're, I don't know, we like to, right? Okay, so species is specific, guys. Make sure you remember that. Say it with me, species.
Species.
The species, okay?
Now, what do we call half of the cells? Which cells in our body have half the number of chromosomes? Just the what? Just the sex cells.
I want an explanation.
For? Sarah asked.
Leo's been holding back at the family tournaments. I want to know why.
That's not something I could answer, she said. He wanted to participate in the tournaments even after everything I taught him, and he's the one who fights in them. Sarah was confused, yet not caught off guard. This wasn't unlike Alex. She sighed. After I separated myself from the main family by not assigning my household a specific martial art, everyone knew my ideals. I didn't want to be caught up in competitive combat. I taught Leo my ideals, which were to use strength and your ability to fight to protect people. Winning a competition didn't really matter to me, and that mentality most likely moved on to him as I trained him.
So you think you can just let him step into a competition and give it a little effort just because it's not your ideal or priority?
I never said that. If that's what Leo thinks, that's a lesson I'll have to learn on his own, Sarah said.
You all don't get a free pass just because you don't care.
Angrier, she began to speak up. I taught him what I deemed necessary to teach him. Listen, this is between you and him. I agree he shouldn't disrespect you and the family like that, but the rest of the family also needs to check how winning affects their ego and priorities in life. You all can't set your sights on something, then push everything else away, expecting the world to stop and bend around what you want.
We fight to win. We fight to show our strength.
A quote from my brother, she realized. I need you to rethink that quote because I don't think you really know what he meant by that.
No, my father taught me that, and I know exactly what he meant.
She grew closer and closer to tearing Leo apart. Yet she didn't want to get her hands dirty just yet. Kendrick was going to give him a little lesson before Alex confronted him herself. Little did Leo know, this lesson was going to be his revelation.
Yo, rap's got the Gori girls going gali gosh. They see girls saying va, Ali Shan, Kasi Bat, Khali Hadi, young Bengali oligarch, Bollywood polyglot, conquering his bodyguard, sagging skin, face look like Salvador Dali art. When I was 6, mom used to shop at the Dollar Mart. Namak bought chicken thicker shine in the shopping cart. Then I moved to Main Street, 27 busted. Styrofoam biryani while I rode up to the masjid. Give me any fun script, I bet I could bust it. I'm a big to Sanskrit, Fudge to El Maghrib. You can call me Zina cause I'm nothing you should fuck with. Party with the aunties at the Pakistani functions. Chuckle with the uncles over Khofi and Jalebi. I love Akshay. If you play me, you might maybe catch these hands like Henna Mehndi. Call me Akshay, had a ferry, can you blame me? Blame me. I bleed brown, y'all can never take that away. Corners get the boot like Brazilian Presidenta.
How long can I keep this up?
Come out, wherever you are. No, you son. Handyman. Really? A pipe handyman? Alright. Show me what you got.
I'm the truth, making mentions in Fazenda. Empty alimenta, chicken up, Monica. Pops quit smoking, now we puffin' is on Monica. Never had a dilemma, Agua was the only one. What the funk is Starbucks, Scatter Cafe Damuya, Damata, seeing things being done. Muska, be a bar, be a beetle. Mama had a fuska. Incorrect grammar like Mano who done shoot ya. Hacionize Wu-Tangs, that's some Tupa. If you step inside my casa, best to take your shoes off. I wanna see nothing, Suja. It's true, my parents learn English speech, watching the news. I had cookies, milk, dripping, tickle, ride through the bull, ride through the bull cut, drizzling over roads, been doing those are cocoa puffs since I moved, but I bleed south, y'all could never take that away.
Post-election, my white friends tell me to be brave. Dad says I should behave. Mom says get a clean shave. Hijabi on control, man, till it's like they in a heat wave. Cousin saying this shit's like what Jim Crow was to free slaves. Uncle disagreed with that analogy that he gave. The fact that we don't feel safe is proof that we see faith. Cousin zoning out on YouTube watching Louis C.K. Dad starts talking about Islamic faith and has a field day. I'm gonna change the subject by handing out China tea cakes, saying Pika de Clint, dance a local tea cat. I'm there in the corner playing DK. Country, collecting all the red balloons for funsies. Mama's making lassi, mango. Ask me if I can go. Play with all the family while she counting all the dice, getting fussy. I tell her not to rush me, like Mom, I'm on the minecart level and I'm rusty. Trust me. Mom pulls out the plug though. I can't really front though. Make my way downstairs and I'll be the usher with the uncles. Auntie's asking me about my love life. Say they know a girl at the shop for me that look like a cross between a Sveria and like the Emma Stone type. Saying I should wife her up on Viber, maybe on Skype. Lately I've been searching for my dollar with my phone swipes. Lately I've been thinking about my own tribe, drone strikes, but I bleed brown, y'all can never take that away, no.
He's done. Maybe I should call Alex.
It was happening. The fire deep within Leo was beginning to spark. But why is that? Maybe it was the new feeling. The feeling of actually losing because he wanted to give it his all. And only one thought could fill his mind. I want to win. I want to win. I want to win.
Give it my all, and I promise that I'll never lose you ever again.
Spitfire, I compress and I spit carbon atoms. Not the fallen prophet, I'm the pilfer fruit from gardens Adam. I was born, my mom and dad got silver lutes and harps thrown at him from the hands of Zeus. It's hard to fathom. I write all my bars in Latin. I see Mars and Saturn in the arches of my metacarpals. Papa told me, mama taught the moon to glow and stars to sparkle. Artistry herself was startled when she carved me out of marble. I don't put a price on life, I Sharpie mark it on a barcode. I had a dream where I came face to face with Aphrodite in a closet full of sneakers, half Adidas, half were Nike. Wrap my psyche up in styrofoam, my words and struggle raps and double back 'em in a couple flaps of verbal bubble wrap. My culture taught me I should be afraid of strangers, and be afraid of changes, and be afraid of danger. But I don't want a cup of coffee in the comfort of my cubicle. That's why I make decisions where I always choose the stupid one. I must admit it's super fun, and I know where my future's going. I mapped the whole thing out of 10 and just now called an Uber for it. And finally it's moving.